All right, so, you know, we've been 30, 45 minutes here, and there he's licking and chewing again. You know, if I can take this first little bit and start building a little bit of a relationship and understanding kind of how his brain works, how reactive, how responsive, how flighty, how fighty he is, and he can have this time to know from me that I'm pretty fair about things, but I'm also pretty exact, or I'm pretty consistent, and you know, my boundaries are my boundaries, and having him be able to work with that. You know, we've already got him licking and chewing, like I said, 15 or so times in this 30, 45 minutes, maybe 16 times. You know, that's great. That's really a good 30 to 45 minutes of some good brain work and getting his brain relaxed and quieting and getting into a mindset here that I can really work with him. Because now his head's going to be down, right? He's going to be relaxed. His head's going to be down lower, more at his withers, rather than being up and being, you know, alerted or cautious about everything. We'll be able to work with a horse that's way more curious, way more confident, and way more engaged in what's going on instead of worrying about everything around him. So that was without my invitation, so I'm just going to fix it and you know, keep enforcing this boundary that I've got between he and I. And you know, this dopamine release that comes in between each time we set this up just keeps rewarding the behavior, the behavior of, you know, moving off of me, or the behavior of tuning in and trying to find and figure out what we've got going on, or the behavior of relaxing, of being quiet. Because that's what we're wanting his mind to be, is way into this parasympathetic nervous system, because this is where our circulation is at its highest. This is where healing happens. This is where the repair work is done, both mentally, physically, and you know, spiritually and emotionally for us. This all happens in the parasympathetic nervous system. And so that's where I'm wanting his mind to be, is in that parasympathetic, because he'll be able to learn at a much higher rate than being stressed in the sympathetic nervous system. Again, Skeeter is doing his job. He loves being a good supporter too. He loves training horses. He likes to hang out and cause problems. And we love him too, because it gives us an opportunity to work and build on focus and get our horses to where they can really tune in and just pay attention. Oh boy. So now the flag, I mean, it's not even hardly an issue. When I first brought it out, remember, I mean, he was really pretty high about it, and let's just bring it out now. You know, didn't even hardly move. I had almost nothing to say about that. And so that's pretty dang cool that in just, you know, this short amount of time that we could get his mind, you know, just shut down on that little trigger. Oh boy, I'm just trying to keep his attention in here. Every time he steps forward without my invitation, I'm just going to keep fixing it. And it won't be very long before he starts to believe that I've got a boundary around me. And I hear, you know, lots of people talk about their horse disrespecting, you know, their space and their boundaries. And that's very true. But the only way the horse is going to know that there's a boundary is for it to consistently be there. And so I've just got to consistently tell him, nope, you can't walk forward. And he'll believe it. And then what that'll turn into as far as a safety tool down the road, you know, should anything happen that spooks him for some reason, or you know, puts him into a reactive state and he starts to move his feet, he's not going to move into me, because I'm immovable. You know, I've set this boundary, you know, however many times we've had to set it to keep him to where he doesn't panic and run into me. So this is just the very beginning of that. We've also been teaching him a little bit of the ground tie. You know, we've been able to set the rope down and let him just feel that we're done talking, and we'll continue doing that all through his training, and you know, getting him to where he's really responsive to cues. All right, well, I feel confident enough. We're going to just turn it up a little bit and see where it goes. So we're just going to get a bigger flag and go back to our attention, and Yeah, there he's licking and chewing already. So just even bringing this tarp out, and he's like, you know what? Let me start to relax. I love it. So I want to just start introducing this, right? We want that vibrissae to have its opportunity to kind of check this out and feel what it feels like. So he's going to just feel that with those whiskers, the vibrissae. Each one of them has their own blood supply and their own set of nerve cells that are there to tell him, you know, what things feel like, so he can build a database. This is probably one of the biggest problems I see in trailer loading, is that folks won't let their horses put their nose down to touch and feel the floor of the trailer. And so then the horse doesn't know what that floor feels like, so he doesn't know whether it's what it is. Right? So the more we can let our horses be curious and explore their curiosity, the more confident they can be. There's more licking and chewing. We're up at 19 times. And I love how he's wanting to be curious about this. Because if he can be curious about it, then he can be confident about it. But if he can't even be curious, you know, if his head was clear up here in caution and he can't even get his mind to be curious, there's no way he's going to get confident. We got to get the caution out of the way. That's what we've been doing the last 30, 45 minutes, is kind of helping him out, get rid of some of that caution and start building this curiosity. He's going to have his head down, brain on. He's going to lick and chew, head up, brain off, right? That's where caution and crazy lives, is up in the top. Head down, brain on. That's where dopamine and serotonin, that's where our calm, quiet, and confident hangs out. Here, we're going to wait for this licking and chewing right here, if I can keep his attention over here with me and not with Skeeter. Because I want him to lick and chew while his mind is relaxed and thinking about what we're doing, not looking off at something else. So I want to keep triggering his attention to stay engaged here with what we're doing. So he just got distracted. I'm just going to bring something up. Yeah, he doesn't have much concern about that. Love the curiosity. That's really helping him out. And I love this good stance that we've got, right? He's not moving around. Head down, brain on. That's engaged, right? He's thinking about this, evaluating what's going on. Head down's a submissive type of posture, a relaxed posture. Submissive just meaning that he's not anxious or not, you know, really high alert. Not necessarily submissive to me in anything, but just that his mind is quiet. Let's see, he might roll right here. If he does, we'll just let him. So I don't want to desensitize him necessarily or per se, but I want to build his confidence. So we're doing a lot of approach and retreat right here. We're talking to that reticular activating system that's in charge of sight, sound, and touch in his brain. It sits, you know, at the base of his brain and the top of the spinal cord, so it's in charge of, you know, all communication kind of coming and going. And so if I can get sight, sound, and touch turned down to where he feels safe with that, then we can really, you know, get some things going and he'll be very relaxed. So attention is his thing right now, is just getting him really dialed into me here. We're a whole lot closer than we were when we first started. You know, we've really got him a lot more here with me mentally, you know, in this world right here within our 20-foot circle, instead of this, you know, 2-mile circle around the place.